Hey everyone, welcome to Mark Walks. Today is Wednesday, July the 1st. The time is approximately 5:30 p.m. and I'm currently outside of the St. Lawrence Hall. It's a very special day. Today is Canada Day, so happy Canada Day to everybody. And I thought I would start the walk here at St. Lawrence Hall, downtown Toronto, at King Street East and Jarvis. It's a very significant pre-Confederation building. It was built in 1850, and it's a hall, an auditorium, and an event space, or was. It also played host to speeches from the founding fathers. Imagine there were probably speeches about the unification of the provinces pre-Confederation here. I believe George Brown and Sir John A. may have spoken about such unification at St. Lawrence Hall here. Making this a very important building for Old World Toronto. And Canada Day is July 1st of every year. It was once known as Dominion Day. Dominion Day, the first Dominion Day was 1868, and the Confederation of Canada was actually July 1st, 1867. There's some music in the park going on over here at St. James. Looks like the Old Town PIA has put on a little Canada Day thing, or event, music. Canada was, prior to Confederation, Canada West, Canada East, Nova Scotia, and New Brunswick. So those were the four provinces, so to speak. So Canada West was Ontario, Canada East was Quebec. They were unified to the Confederation. This is the old town of Toronto, so you get a lot of pre-Confederation buildings. Here's another one. This is a cathedral. The Cathedral of St. James, an Anglican cathedral. It's a stunning Gothic revival building. Toronto is Canada's largest city and also has the largest economy and the biggest labor market in Canada. It is the fourth largest city in North America, with approximately 2.8 million people per last census. So I really wanted to underscore the St. Lawrence building there, the St. Lawrence Hall, because it's so interesting that there may have been unifying speeches there prior to Confederation. We know George Brown spoke there and was giving reform speeches there. And it's quite possible Sir John A. gave some speeches about unifying and bringing the people together for a common agreement over Confederation. Just walk down King Street for this video. It'll be short, like I said. I mean, there is a lot of history about Toronto and Canada, and I'm not a historian, so I just want to give a few facts about that building, and then we'll end it off looking at Canada flags. And I think it might start raining, unfortunately. Here's the King Edward Hotel. Wind's really picking up. It's a very hot day today. Temperature is about 35, feels like 45. King Edward Hotel has been busy for the World Cup. And there's quite a police presence surrounding it. So maybe there's a team staying here. Tomorrow there's the large game in the city. It's Croatia versus Portugal. And England won today. Canada has made it to the round of 16, which is incredible for Canada. And we're walking into the financial district now. The financial district moved west over time from the 19th century to the 20th century. One of the main corners was King and Yonge, which is what we're coming up on now. And it was once a canyon of bank towers, Yonge Street, that is, with the old world bank towers, limestone and revival style architecture. There's one right here. This is a TD Bank building, and it's now the One Hotel, One King West. And this is another beautiful building here. I believe it was Canadian Pacific Rail, if I'm not mistaken. And behind me is the RBC building. And as the city grew up, it moved, the financial district just kind of moved naturally a little bit more west for space, I think, maybe, as buildings started to give more back to the public with setbacks and courtyards and plazas with the modern bank towers. The epicenter kind of moved from Yonge and King to Bay and King. Trying to get a shot down the street here. There's mostly dedicated transit or priority lanes for transit here on King. Wind is really picking up at this point. This here is the CIBC Commerce Court North building. It was quite a tall skyscraper for its time. I believe it was built around 1937. And it's an Art Deco style building. Oh, I wanted to mention St. Lawrence Hall architecture is Italianate, or a Renaissance revival. All of our architecture is borrowed from the old world, obviously, because North America is the new world. Oh, now you can see the flags really at least open up. And we're coming up on the modern section of the financial district now. This is the Bay and King. As soon as you see the TD Center and its beautiful buildings, you know you're right smack in the middle of Bay Street and the financial engine of Canada. The wind is crazy right now. It's probably going to be a pretty big storm just because of the intense heat we've had today. Let's get another look at the red ensign and Canadian flag. Really opened up with the winds. And here's a look up Bay Street towards Old City Hall. It's always nice to look up and down the north-south streets in the city. because they're usually framed by beautiful buildings or just a nice streetscape. So here's a great shot between the TD Center. You'll see the CN Tower through the way, and I'm hoping that flag opens up there. I've done many a Canada Day photo here, and now there's another building in the foreground of the CN Tower before it. It's called TD Terrace, so another TD Bank Tower, and it has a red maple leaf at the top of it now today for Canada Day. And there goes the flag opening up. So this is a really cool view that I want to show off whenever you're here. Take some amazing photos. The Canada flag, I guess the top of the CN Tower now. It was a little better with the pure CN Tower view, but still great nonetheless. And since it's getting windy and it might storm, I think I will end it here. So happy Canada Day, and I hope everyone's enjoying themselves. Proud to be Canadian, greatest country in the world, and I'm really happy I was born here. It's an honor to live in Toronto as well, the largest city in the country, and it's always an enjoyable, fun, and great place to live. So thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I hope you had an amazing Canada Day. If you ever need me in the city, drop me a line. Thanks again. See you later.